Well, you may be wondering what hour it is. Well, I know. Oh, never mind. I don't. But you're probably wondering how did we got here. And well, I do know that. I think. Well, let's go back to the morning of September 1 of 1939. It wasn't there!
I bet you can't do it.
Are you challenging me?
And that brings us here, the guard's bathroom. What? Do you not find any correlation between these two scenes? Come on, it makes all the sense.
Oh, please. That's pure nonsense.
You fucking blew up my house!
Blah, 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 blah. You can get yourself a new one. By the way, what a stupid name, you know. Who in the world names their own daughter Aleli?
My name is sacred. It has a very deep meaning, and
The only very deep stuff here are my balls.
Order! Jeez! You see, audience, Adrian the Blower was charged with 12 war crimes and 2 against humanity.
What are you talking about? They were just 7.
Oh, excuse me, I read the wrong file. Let me check again. Mauricio, Hitler, Pepito... I found it! Adrian the Blower. Here, it says that you committed chronic damage to Aleli's Arbate's private property.
Albeit. Sounds like a drug name.
Order in the court! Please! Well, on Aleli's side, she does not have any defender. On the other hand...
Hey guys, I'm Adrian's lawyer and... I do lawyer things? Yeah! I'm going to law you, Adrian!
Yeah, pretty sure that's not a word.
The trial begins.
Objection!
They didn't present their arguments yet.
Oh, well then, argue!
yeah, of course. For starters, you blew up my house. Not only that, it was on purpose. No, my house, dude! Adrian! Which other evidence do I need to prove Adrian's guilt?
Order! It's Adrian's turn.
Me? Well, Yo, Mary Bell, what are you doing on the roof?
Not much. Just wanting to see what you've been up to. Wanna fill that rock at Allie's house?
We can't do that.
Of course we can.
Objection! What are you saying, brother? That's not the whole story. Adrian agreed to throw the rock. He wasn't lured into doing it.
What he tried to say is...
No, that was exactly what I wanted to say.
Anything else you want to say, Adrian?
Well,
Hold it! I can't rebel to the stand.
I only suggested the idea in a joking tone. Then Adrian took it literally. I don't have anything to do with this. That's what you get for trying to blame me before.
No. What am I going to do? I'll end up in jail. If I don't think of anything fast. Think. What would Christian do in this situation? I got it! Psst. Hey, Mary Bell. If I get you a chocolate mint, can you defend me?
Make it 2 chocolate mints.
Yeah, whatever. Just say something that makes me innocent.
Alright, according to the 22,654th law of the 69,420th article of the Natural Constitution, an individual who has committed a verifiable accidental crime will be absolved of all punishment. In my version of the event, which is very reliable since I was a direct witness, Adrian caused chronic damage to Allie's property, accidentally of course.
Let me fact check that. Oh, well, it seems that it is in here. Well, Adrian is declared as not guilty.
What? This has to be a misunderstanding. What kind of country do we live in that by doing something accidentally frees you all of the blame? This makes no sense!
Shh. You have been arrested.
What? This can't be. You're not even in a real court.
Yeah, say that to the judge.
She is right there!
You have the right to stay silent. Everything you say can and will be used against you.
You cannot affect the law against me.
Whew, whoa, thanks for actually defending me.
Don't get it twisted. You still owe me 3 chocolate mints.
But we agreed on 2.
2? I only said 5. You should thank me for loaning it the 3.
What? It's fire.
Another case solved for Angel Rock.
You only made this worse.
As I said,
Another case solved for Angel Rock.
What?
I don't make the rules, brother. I just make sure they are followed.
Was that the girls' bathroom?
What's up?